Breaking news. Shocking. What is USI Tech trying to hide? And what do they not want you to know? I'll have all that and more coming up right after this. What's up, future Bitcoin millionaires? I hope you're having a fantastic day today, and let's just jump into it. Alright, so if you've been following along for the past week or so, you know that I've been doing a lot of USI Tech updates, and you know that I've expressed a lot of thoughts and opinions on what's going on inside of USI Tech right now. And you know that I've been trying to just provide you with the best information I possibly can based on the information that USI Tech has given me. I had a lot of people who agreed with my thoughts and opinions and said, you know what, this is spot on, this is definitely what's going on inside the company. You know, I can see that it's a horrible opportunity, and I can see that we're probably all getting scammed and that this is a Ponzi. I also had people on the other side of the coin who were like, hey, you gay bitch, faggot, bitch boy, why are you talking so much shit about USI Tech? Why don't you just get out? And I want to make it clear up front that I have 43 packages with USI Tech, so I'm invested in USI Tech, and I'm trying to get out as fast as possible, just like thousands of other people around the world are trying to do right now. So recently, over the weekend, I had a chance to catch up with a few of these USI Tech believers that are going out and saying USI Tech is an awesome company and I stand behind it 10,000%. And so here, check this out.
Oh, who's a pretty USI Tech sheep?
Hey, white people, I love you, but I don't get why you do this shit.
That's right, folks. The sheep are out in full force, and they're not going anywhere anytime soon. And, you know, the reason why is because they have so heavily invested in USI Tech that they need other people to believe that it's a good company. And that's the problem I have with you, is that you're going out here and telling people that USI Tech is a good company when, in fact, it's a horrible company that has lied to us over and over and over again. They've missed deadlines consistently, and they're currently lying to people in the US and Canada. And I've got proof that you need to see this. Very, very important in this video. We're going to actually go back over the live stream. We're going to hear it from the Horst's mouth. Horst's mouth? Yeah. And, and then we're going to have evidence breaking in, showing you where he's lying, how he's lying, what he's trying to hide from you, and everything else. So pay very close attention. Check out what I've uncovered, and we'll see you back here after.
Your Honor, we'd like to introduce the government's Exhibit A, a YouTube video.
A YouTube video. A YouTube video. YouTube video.
Hello, how are you? I'm fine, I'm fine. I'm sitting here at the dentist. I had some treatments today. I am in Brazil.
Great picture you got up there, Horst. But let's have a lot's been going on. Obviously, we had a fantastic year last year. Can you just tell us what were the events that led up to that happening and made you decide to actually come out of the States and Canada?
There are two reasons why we finally came to this decision. If you don't market and communicate our business right, especially in USA, with all the difficulties, not only us as USI Tech, but also many other companies, we're going to have some difficulties. And then finally difficulties appeared. And
so what I'm looking at here is an emergency cease and desist order from the Texas State Securities Board. And in this emergency cease and desist order, it lists 3 respondents, one of them being USI Tech Limited. The other 2 are Cliff Thomas and Mike Riviera. All right, so I want you to take special note that USI Tech is listed as a respondent in this emergency cease and desist order. But I'm not going to read the whole thing to you, but what I want to do is I want to point out a few parts of it that I think are very interesting, okay? So this part is under the investment tied to Bitcoin. And if you go down to section 8 or part 8, then it says potential investors must visit the website maintained by respondent USIT. This website is accessible to the general public, hereinafter referred to as the USIT website. The USIT website contains the following representations. The USIT website claims that respondent USIT built the world's first automated trading platform for the Bitcoin currency, and even the most experienced traders are jealous of its results. The USIT website states that respondent USIT has a top-class development team with over 20 years of experience. The USIT website claims that its customers have enjoyed profits of up to 150%, and by maximizing risk reduction is a highly volatile, fast-paced market environment. Our software consistently provides returns of up to 150% per year. The USIT website represents that it uses unique algorithms and a conservative trading strategy to greatly minimize risk to users. The USIT website informs potential investors that they can generate up to 35% commissions on 12 referral levels through respondent USIT's unique referral marketing plan that provides above average commissions without any qualification barriers. Investors purchase investments through the USIT website. Each investor must create an account and identify the sales agent that offered the investment to the investor. After creating an account and identifying the sales agent, investors can purchase BTCP. Alright, so I want to skip down to the conclusions of the law, and it says BTCP is a security as that term is defined by Section 4A of the Texas Securities Act. So it's a security, alright? So respondents are violating Section 7 of the Texas Securities Act by offering securities for sale in Texas at the time when the securities are not registered with the Securities Commissioner. Respondents are violating Section 12 of the Texas Securities Act by offering securities for sale in Texas without being registered pursuant to the provisions Section 12 of the Texas Securities Act. Respondent USIT is engaging in fraud in connection with the offer for sale of securities. Respondents are making offers containing statements that are materially misleading or otherwise likely to deceive the public. Respondents conduct acts and practices that threaten immediate and irreparable public harm. The foregoing violations constitute basis for the issuance of an emergency cease and desist order pursuant to Section 23-2 of the Texas Securities Act. So, it is ordered that respondents immediately cease and desist from offering for sale any security in Texas until the security is registered with the Securities Commissioner or is offered for sale pursuant to an exemption from registration under Texas Securities Act. It is further ordered that respondents immediately cease and desist from acting as securities dealers or agents in Texas until respondents are registered with the Securities Commissioner or are acting pursuant to an exemption from the registration under the Texas Securities Act. It is further ordered that respondents USIT immediately cease and desist from engaging in any fraud in connection with the offer for sale of any security in Texas. It is further ordered that respondents immediately cease and desist from offering securities in Texas through an offer containing a statement that is materially misleading or otherwise likely to deceive the public. And then it says that pursuant to Section 23-2 of the Texas Securities Act, you may request a hearing before the 31st day, and I want you to take note of this. Request a hearing before the 31st day after the date you were served with this order. The request for hearing must be in writing directed to the Securities Commissioner and the grounds for the request to set aside or modify the order. Failure to request a hearing will result in the order becoming final and non-appealable. Alright? So that was on the 20th day of December 2017 that this order came out. Alright, so let's continue.
Jonathan, our lawyer, was dealing with that. And that was one case. And I come back to Jonathan and our where we are with all this. So the other thing was, we realized in December there was a out of a system error in our system, and huge abuse in our system from partners, or a lot of partners. And finally, that was the reason why we decided to switch off USA and Canada in order to stop the wrong communication in the market, one thing, and stop the abuse as well. So that was the reason why I finally decided to switch USA and Canada off.
We must go find the source of it! But what is the source? Oh, that's easy. Right Canada! Right Canada! For the beady little eyes and flapping heads upon the line. Right Canada! Right Canada!
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of abuse, and we'll touch on that in a second when we go through a couple more other questions. But what I wanted to sort of labour the point on, this was the advice of your legal representatives to come out of the States at that time while you assessed, the potential commercial risk to your business. One of the nonsense and the rumour mills then start spreading that our legal advisor hadn't engaged with the authorities in the States. Can you just confirm that, obviously we did engage with the authorities out there?
We were always engaged from the very beginning with lawyers, not only in USA. We are consistently engaged with our lawyers worldwide. We had a special group of lawyers in USA always. Finally, it was Jonathan Herbie who was involved in all the latest upcoming issues. And finally, he was the one who strongly recommended to switch off USA and Canada.
Right Canada! Right Canada!
Jonathan Herbie. Now, where have I heard that name before? Oh yeah, he's on the board of attorneys for MAPS. My advertising pays. Conveniently, another Ponzi scam. So it was the rumor mills that were saying that USI Tech didn't respond to Texas, huh? So what I have in my possession here is an email that was written to the Texas Securities Board, and it says, "Thank you for contacting the Texas State Securities Board regarding this matter. Unfortunately, the only information I can provide to you at this time is that per the cease and desist order issued to USI Tech, the time window to which the order may be challenged has expired. USI Tech can no longer exercise their right to challenge." So, there it is, clear as day. No rumors, facts from the State Security Board of Texas. There you go.
And that's a clear statement, and that's important. Not because we did some illegal or wrong things in USA or in Canada. That's the most important statement. We are working since then, and we are almost there where we believe we can switch USI Tech and USA and Canada on again.
Yes! You saved
Wow. So we're nearly at the point that we can actually switch America and Canada back on. Is that
That's
what you're,
right.
that's what you're saying, Horst?
That's right. I got the latest draft of our attorney and legal statement, which we're going to make officially, which points out more than clear that we never had an issue, we as a company, in terms of legal, unlegal activities. Unlegal activities.
I mean, and that's sensational news. I mean, that's, great news.
The way we're going to switch USA and Canada back on again, we're going to continue to let people withdraw their return of BTC packages, which is their money they have invested into our company, But Out of the fact that we have closed USA and Canada until today, we're going to do that in a controlled form, because I'm a bit afraid that that's going to be, once we switch it on again, it's going to be like a bank robbery, you know.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
You'll never have the sacred stone.
Oh, this you crazy mother.
Everybody think he has to take out or pull out as much as possible, because maybe it's just for a short time frame or whatever. So it has to be in a controlled way in order to make sure that we protect the company. But of course, it was never the intention to steal someone's money or to take someone's money away. We have still ongoing investigations, and this investigations have to be finalized in order to filter out, and I mentioned this already, a lot of abuses in our system with fake accounts, double accounts, and not so regularly takeouts in terms of withdrawals and money.
Alright guys, I couldn't take it anymore. I have to make this video on USI Tech. Like, I am just so sick of the bullshit. So, here's my problem. The reason that their reserves are damaged and that they had to do this is because reps were stacking, illegally siphoning Bitcoin. I find this astounding, people. Astounding that some of you are falling for this stupid shit. It doesn't matter if I had a fake account under me or a real account. You know what the difference is? I made more money. The company would have had to pay on that account regardless. Do you not understand that? Does that not make sense to you? Okay? Look. Okay? There's me. If I buy 100 packs, real packs, I get 10%. If I buy 100 packs that are fake, I get 10%. There's me. If I buy 100 packs that are fake, it's a fake account or a real account, I would have still made my 10%. Difference is, if it's a fake account and it's my money and I'm getting paid off these rebuys, I'm milking more of the system. That could be terms for me to get terminated, and it's cheating the system, yes. But from a USI company standpoint, they would have had to pay on that regardless according to the contracts. How does that not make sense to you? Whether that is a real account and it had 3 rebuys a day, or a fake account that had 3 rebuys a day, they still would have had to pay the 1% return on the packs. The difference is, I'm the one that would be making more money cheating the system, but from a company standpoint, they would have had to pay regardless. How does that not register with you people? Some of you are just so, you got your head so far up your ass and in the clouds, it's just mind-boggling.
What just happened?
So that's these are the priorities, and that's all controlled and with our lawyer involved. So every process we will come up with now. All our lawyers are involved and they control it, and they give us the suggestions how to proceed.
All right, so let's talk about this letter that was written from Jonathan Herpy to Horst Jicha. And the first thing that caught my eye about it is the date on this letter. Did anybody else notice that the date on this letter is January 22nd, 2017? Now, you would think, being a legal professional, the first thing that you would check to make sure you had right was the date, unless this letter was written actually a year ago. So that could be in question too. You never do know. But anyway, let's get down to the letter here. It says, Mr. Jicha, for our conversation, USI Tech has asked this firm to draft the present memorandum detailing the current state of USI in the United States, the issue presently affecting business development in the United States, and primary concern with future involvement and business in the United States. As you are aware, USI is actively involved in ongoing regulatory matters in the following states: Minnesota, Washington, Texas, and Hawaii. Wow, so I didn't even know about the other states. All I knew about was Texas up to this point, so good to know about those other states, I guess. And then counsel at HDC is actively engaged with each of the aforementioned states and is working to identify the principal state-based issue, resolve said issue accordingly, and pursue and or attain any and all necessary state-based qualifications and or licensure. This being said, it can be stated without equivocation that the primary objection posited by each state revolves around the marketing techniques employed by USI members when holding public demonstrations and or marketing USI over the internet via video or blog. Additionally, it appears to be widely held stances among the various states that but for the marketing techniques of USA and Canada based USI members, USI could develop a pathway to full regulatory acceptance without tremendous issue. This being said, the issue of regulating and monitoring USI members' marketing techniques remains an outstanding matter that must be addressed prior to the consideration of re-entry into the U.S. market. I would advise that USI employ a system of internal regulation and vetting process specific to reviewing proposed marketing scripts, marketing sales materials, and USI corporate documents. Secondarily, the issue of account review, auditing, and oversight in North America remains a consistently troubling issue. From the statistics and figures observed by our firm, it appears that the USI system specific to North America has experienced an inordinate number of auto-generated and or falsified accounts. Additionally, BTC package buybacks specific to these accounts seem to be a presently unregulated issue that has resulted in a currently potential loss of USI funds. Again, this appears to be simply a matter of members exploiting the internal network functionality of USI in order to create duplicated accounts, and upon creation utilizing these accounts and others held by the same member to execute BTC package buybacks at a limitless rate. Again, from the statistics and figures observed by our firm, it appears that the primary culprits appear in North America. With this in mind, we would advise that USI again employ a system of internal network checks and balances that would require additional and or increased know your customer obligations, along with strict policies in place that, if violated, result in temporary or permanent banishment. Again, I would advise that these measures be employed prior to any consideration of re-entrance in the North American market. Moreover, until such time as the USI back office can determine the legitimacy of each North American account and perform an internal audit regarding BTC package buybacks. A consideration of final account payouts should be addressed with caution. In closing, let us be clear that we continue to interact and communicate with each and every state regulatory body and or commerce department in order to ensure USI stays within the law or actively endeavors to alter its conduct in furtherance or of adherence. This being said, but for the hardening of internal regulatory procedures imposed upon the members, USI's battles with North America will be constantly fought from a less than optimal position. Naturally, I am available to address any ongoing legal concerns regarding the above and look forward to seeing USI venture into North America once again in the foreseeable future. Very truly yours, Jonathan D. Herpy.
So, USI Tech's intentions with this message and with opening up the USA and Canada was to try to make everybody feel better about what was going on.
Yeah, I'm a little medicated. I met a very reliable doctor at a Cypress Hill concert, and he floated me a couple pills just to feel better, you know. But I don't feel better, you feel worse.
And so then, as you may know, and this is our last update that we've received so far, USI Tech turned back on the United States and Canada so that customers could once again begin buying Bitcoin packages and enrolling members, and they changed absolutely nothing except for they forgot the wallet, right? So it ain't that they forgot, it's just that they're not ever going to give it back to us. That's the reality of it. But whenever they turned this thing on, you could hear all the sheep in USI Tech were cheering everywhere. Yay! USI Tech is back! It's back on, Gary! Did you hear? It's back, buddy! We can re-buy packages! Woohoo! And these people look absolutely stupid doing this crap. You know, while USI Tech has turned back on the ability to buy stuff, can you withdraw though? Can you withdraw? That's all I want to know is, can you withdraw from your BTC packages that you're rebuying with? Okay, so I don't know what the deal is here, but basically what this letter says is, hey, a bunch of people cheated the system. They robbed us out of $100 million plus. We're not paying commissions on anything old or new that you bring in. We're just basically not paying commissions until this audit is over with. We don't know when this audit's going to be over with, so you're basically screwed. Thank you so much for building our business for us. Yours faithfully, Horst Jicha. Okay, so that's the nutshell of this whole thing, is that they have turned back on the ability for you to go out and rebuy Bitcoin packages and enroll people. No new marketing material, no new anything whatsoever. But you can go buy packages and you can enroll new members and all that good stuff. And they're back, baby. Nothing's changed except for the ability to withdraw. But USI Tech is back, darn it. They are back. I think I'm going to need a few minutes to process this.
You're half an hour.
Please, take the rest of the day. Court's in recess.
Recess! Oh, shit! Let's go fuck on a seesaw!
So after seeing some of the evidence, and this is not all of the evidence, I'm going to have more to show you later on this week, but you can clearly see that these people are lying to you, and that all they're doing here by opening the United States and Canada is coming back to get one last piece of your money, and then they're out of here once again, okay? Because like I said before, they will make up another glitch that happened, another abuse that happened, or any other excuse that they feel like making, just simply so that they can get you to believe that something really bad must have happened, and it must have been someone else's fault. It couldn't have been USI Tech's fault, which they've taken no responsibility whatsoever for their actions. They blame it all on the United States and all on Canada. It's not their shitty website that allowed people to register fake accounts to begin with, and their management as a company to provide you with the accurate marketing materials, the things that you need to stay compliant with their company. It's you. It's all your fault. It's all his fault. It's all somebody else's fault, right? And another thing is, if they had been in touch with their attorneys and their attorneys were supposed to handle all this stuff, why did they not respond to Texas whenever Texas issued this emergency cease and desist order? And since they did not respond to Texas, now that emergency cease and desist order is final, okay? So the shadiest thing out of all this is whenever they did open the United States and Canada back up, they only opened it so that you could buy more packages and recruit more people who are going to buy more packages, right? And they did not put the withdraw button up there, so you cannot withdraw any of your available balance. And no matter how much it shows that your packages are paying on a daily basis, those are just numbers on the computer screen. So these are my final thoughts on USI Tech at the moment. Like I said, I'm going to have more coming up for you this week. I'm going to be releasing more and new updates that I know that you're going to enjoy, or maybe not enjoy, but you're going to like having the evidence right in front of you, showing you why you should stay away from USI Tech and this big ass scam that they're trying to pull off here. So with that being said, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can stay updated on my latest USI Tech updates and other things going on in the cryptocurrency world. Make sure you hit that like button if you like what we're doing around here. We've got a ton of haters who love to hit that dislike button, so I need you, if this helps you any at all, hit that like button for me. And as always, I want to know what your thoughts and opinions are about all of this that's going on with USI Tech. So feel free to leave a comment underneath this video giving me your thoughts and opinions. As always, thank you so much for joining me today, and I'm going to see you very, very soon.